Hi, Collective. Ishana. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe Collective. Collective will be using Modic Curiosity. I don't know if I really should be using this deck, but we'll see. Curiosity. True Crime Oracle cards, okay, and these two just have black boxes, Collective, okay. This isn't going to be too long. Hopefully the light is going out already, okay. But this reading here will be for, I believe you pronounce her name Lavena or Lavena. I think it's Lavena Johnson, okay. I wanted to do this reading yesterday, but I just could not. It was very hard, like channeling her energy, okay? I'm sure I've heard about her passing years ago, around the time when a lot of women in the military were, their lives were being taken in a mysterious way. And they were just summing it up as suicide, Collective, okay? And in this case, this is what happened with her. And it was just very painful channeling her energy. A lot of grief, Collective. Maybe it's the family's grief, okay? But I really kept trying to come back and do this video yesterday, but I could not, okay? As well as I keep getting a download of a Caucasian man with a bald head, Collective, okay? And his head shape is like, it's no shape to it. It's almost like a straight up mountain, Collective. And it's a bald head or something, okay? There may be like wrinkles at the bottom of the neck, by the neck, okay? Because I asked to show me someone, okay? And that was the image I received, okay? As it relates to her passing, but I do not know. All right. All right, now just jotted down a few notes. Her name is Lavena Johnson. She's 19. She was 19 years old, and she was the first female soldier from Missouri to die in Iraq, okay? I believe it was approximately I think it was 8 weeks or 8 months after she enlisted or she was deployed, Collective, okay? Yeah, 8 weeks after deployment. Okay, and her death was ruled as a suicide. They said that she had a broken nose, Collective, a black eye, loose teeth, chemical burns to the genitalia, and there were bloody footprints like on the outside of her living quarters or tent or something, okay? And they said the official or that she passed from an M16 shot wound to the head, Collective, okay? And yesterday was 21 years since her passing. All right, so this is for Lavena Johnson. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. And hopefully something will come of this so that you can receive the justice that you deserve. Collective, we're going to pull one from here. This will be our mystery card. Archangel Michael, give us some clues. Give the investigators clues, okay? And hopefully they will reopen this case, okay? As to how, or the family, someone, okay, as to how to solve this this taking of this young lady's life, this young girl. She was only 19, collective. 2 cards. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to move this one out the way. We have Anubis here because there will be justice, okay? These people will be judged. All right, let's ask our questions. Question number 1. How was Lavena Johnson's life taken on July 19, 2005? And I think it's Balad, Iraq, or Balad, Iraq. I think I should have got something. Show me, Archangel Michael, how was her life taken? Was this the one for the, is these the one? No, I don't think I had that one there. No, I wanted this deck. How was her life taken? All right. Thank you, Archangel Michael. We have Devil at the bottom, okay? Something toxic, someone toxic. Could be something about a Capricorn. Some obsessions, addictions, possibly. All right, but let's go on. Question number 2. I can't read this handwriting. What hindered the truth from coming out about this case in the first place? I'm getting a cover-up, though. You might have saw it. I did not, collective. Bottom of the deck, we have sober life, okay? We had Devil and sober life. Someone drank a lot. I don't feel like it was this person, okay? This child, young lady. I feel like it was whomever this person is that did this, okay? All right. Question number 3. Who is responsible for her passing? We're going to pull all of these on my deck, too. Now, when I did a pre-read on this, that darn wall came out in this deck, as well as the wiretap card, okay? And I'm not sure. I think that pool came out. All right. Last question. Lavena Johnson, what messages do you have for your loved ones, if any at all? Or what would you like to say? Is that Cochrane in the reverse, collective, okay? All right, let's keep going. Anything else, messages that you have for your loved ones? All right, let's keep those. All right, let's read the bottom. What is this reading about? Driving force for the reading. New pleasant experiences await, okay? So maybe someone did this for a new beginning or something, okay? All right, Archangel Michael, thank you. Collective, I have been processing a lot and transmuting a lot of energy, okay? Forgive me. I'm just taking it easy on myself. It's a lot. I'm an empath, and I feel certain emotions and feelings very, very deeply, okay? And when she came to me, collective, and just in order to help, I believe they want me to help alchemize this energy because it's so heavy, okay? But the grief was so heavy, collective. I felt like I had went into like an operation where I was sent out on a mission in war, collective, and it got so deep. I thought it was going to be lost there, collective. My higher self had to come in and get me, literally. Okay, it was very, very emotional, very painful, okay? And when I'm processing these energies, collective, I'm a very quiet person. I rarely even say a word. Most times I can't even cry, collective, but I want to, right? So it's like dark matter is being produced, okay? But it's very heavy. All right, let's get started. How was Lavena, and it reminds me of that name, Lavera, that comes out here, okay? It could be a play on words, okay? All right. How was Lavena Johnson's life taken on July 19, 2005 in Balad, Iraq? Or Balad, Iraq? Fire. Okay, definitely there's something they've said about chemical burns, okay? To her genitalia, okay? A cover-up I'm getting as well. Show me, how was her life taken? Wooded area, okay? All right, and we have this devil at the bottom of the deck. All right, let's clarify here. I'm getting organized crime, okay? Definitely. Show me the fire. What is this? It went in the reverse. We might take it in the upright. We'll see. And here's another one. I didn't see that one. Something about the sun as well. All right. Could be something about blood as well. Okay. Show me something about this wooded area. What happened? Who was there? What do I need to see? Maybe it looks something like this. A dense area where there's a little light that could come through. Okay. Dense trees. Show me this wooded area. What do we need to see? Show me this devil. Who is this? Who is this person? Show me the devil. Give me a name, Archangel Michael. Reveal their name. All right. Let's go. The Alaskan Triangle. Okay. I get experimentation, secret government experiments. I'm getting underground, secret underground facilities collective, as well as energy transfer. Okay. Why is this Alaskan Triangle so significant? What role does this card or this region play? Thank you. It's not going to be long, collective. Lyrans, okay? I feel like I looked at a picture of her and I get a very positive vibe from her. I get just a happy person, collective. I believe she wanted to serve her country. I believe she wanted to do something good, collective, and just live a happy life. This was like a new experience for her. I don't know, collective. This is what I felt. There are times when I'll just look at people's pictures and I look into their eyes or their faces and I just go with my first hunch. Okay, I got good vibes from her. All right, but it says Lyrans. Lyra constellation. She may have been from a Lyran collective. Ethereal beings. Element of fire. Said to be the oldest souls in the galaxy. Highly intelligent, highly evolved. Okay? That would be one of the best types of energy to get up here, this Alaskan Triangle, okay? Let's pull in the Lyrans. Lyrans, what do we need to know? Why is this here? Was this one of your lineage? B-Ball Love in the Rebirth Collective. All right, let's go. Mystical being, okay? Lavena Johnson, a mystical being collective, okay? They got to get them all. I'm telling you, this is where their mind is. Payback. It's coming. Let's save this devil. Fire. Show me. Kepler orbit. The motion of one orbiting body in relation to another. I feel like this speaks about stalking, watching, hovering around her, constantly watching her, her movements. She may not have known that she's been being watched, okay? Or she was prior to her passing, okay? Or her life being taken. Fire. They didn't know they were being investigated for many years, okay? So I feel like they know who this person is, or this is her. They were watching her for many years, okay? This could be what they're saying, because nothing's come out of the investigation. They've ruled it a suicide collective. So she didn't know that she was being watched and possibly investigated for many years for being a mystical being of sorts, okay? Show me. Providence, Rhode Island. Okay? I think she was from Mississippi, but there's something significant about this location. Let's see something. Who's here? Maybe this is a person that's been being investigated there as well. Who's here? Maybe we just need to make the tie, the connection. Who's here in Rhode Island? Providence, Rhode Island. Food and water contaminated with E. coli, okay? I feel like they've been poisoning people as well. Maybe there's something about this here. Contamination of food and water with collective. Let's go. Bottom feeders, okay? Definitely low vibrational collective, okay? With this, food and water contaminated with E. coli and bottom feeders collective. How gross. Let's go. Providence, Rhode Island. Soul ascension. I feel like this is like a way for bottom feeders to get a come up collective. They want to ascend, I don't know what for collective, okay? But they want to ascend, but they're not worthy. They'll never ascend, okay? Not in this low vibrational energy. So I feel like they track and they monitor star seeds, okay? Maybe she knew someone in Rhode Island, okay? Or someone did. Well, this is just a part of this whole low vibrational organized crime, okay? To go and gobble up the star seeds collective. Who are these bottom feeders, Archangel Michael? Give me a name. Give me a name for a major person. You rang. Maybe fake aliens or low vibrational aliens. You rang. Mystical being. Bottom feeders. Vultures flying low collective. I said, who are the bottom feeders, right? I feel like these bottom feeders are people who prey on mystical people, mystical beings, okay, like vultures flying low collective, looking for prey, okay? Now, you rang could go both ways. This could speak of some sort of alien contact, but not a high vibrational one, maybe. I didn't write the card for that, but let's see. And we're going to move on, collective, okay? I feel like this it's organized crime. I do, okay? But let's see. Maybe it's just one person who was a part of organized crime. Who's this? You rang. The Emperor has no balls. I feel like it's the same coven collective. It doesn't have to be. But an emperor could be a husband, right? I don't think she was married, right? Could be someone's father. Could be a ruler of something collective. They could run a corporation. They could run anything, okay? But they have some sort of level of status and clout. So they rang. I'm getting like for something to happen to this young girl, okay? Bottom of the deck. An emperor called somebody, collective. Show me. Be careful what you wish for me, because it will be yours to bear. So I feel like somebody made a call, okay, for this young woman or young girl to be stalked. And we have squalls. This is important. This is like wind or a name collective. It could be a name. Could be someone named Squalls, okay? But I feel like they wanted to cash in on this young girl's energy, okay? This location is definitely important. Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. All right, let's get one more on here before we go on, okay? Who is this emperor? I feel like there's some sort of cover-up here, fraud, social media in the reverse. So maybe it's someone she was speaking to on social media. Or this has something to do with their social media and some sort of connection, something significant about social media, okay? But fraud is definitely implicated. It's always involved, I feel. Show me. Love, okay? So I feel like this was a love situation. Maybe they sent someone in as a lover or a date, okay? We got a grandparent here too, okay? I feel like this is the way they were able to get into her life, okay? Make their way in to her energy. But they're really a devil, okay? I feel like they were pretending like maybe they cared for her or something. Show me. Wooded area. The Golden 13. What is this? I this had something to do with the Marines Collective, okay? If I'm not mistaken. I believe this was like a group of Black Marine people collective, I believe. And I think it was hard to get into the Marines, and when they got in, they didn't want them to be real Marine men. They had them cleaning up and doing all kinds of stuff. So they had to fight to even function like a real Marine person collective. So something here, I'm getting, forgive me, I'm getting something like the Boule or something collective. Let's see. Why would they be here? Show me. Tahoe truck. Okay. The Golden 13. Could have something to do with the Boule or connections, okay? All right, because I know I got Tahoe trucks stalking me collected too. So this is why I'm getting organized crime, okay? In order to secure all the star seeds in collaboration possibly with some sort of underground experiment that's going on there at the Arctic and the Antarctic, okay? Something like that. I feel like they use social media in order to get in, okay? Let's go. Same old, devil. This could indicate a Capricorn. I'm getting the music industry as well, okay? Let's go. This could be this so-called emperor. Because they put death on your child, they've sacrificed their own. Confirmation. So I feel like the child they're talking about here is Lavena Johnson collective, because she was only 19 years old, okay? I feel like someone's suffering now, this emperor that has no balls. This emperor could very well be another a black person collective, because she's a black girl, okay? Could very well be, is what I'm getting, okay? I'm getting the Boule, the devil. Who is it? You are loved by the Most High, okay? I feel like this young girl is loved, okay? I feel like her parents are still grieving her. Heavily collective, okay? Who is this child? I mean, this devil. Secret Service, okay? But here we go, collective. Maybe they're saying the Secret Service is here as protection for something, for someone, okay? I don't know, collective. This could be a side message. Let's go. The devil. These are my confessions. All right, let's get something real quick. Someone's name could be Squalls. Let's get a clarifier on this Squall. Show me Squalls. We'll pull these at the end. This one's a quick one, collective. I'm not going to stay in here too long. Exoplane is something about the military collective, okay? Definitely military and Marines and top level stuff going on here, collective, okay? We got the Alaskan Pyramid. We got the Secret Service. We got this exoplanet over here, okay? We had, it's just other things, collective. This Golden 13. What are these confessions? What did this devil want to confess? Propulsion system, collective. It's all about the secret experiment. This is what I feel. Okay? All right. Why is the Secret Service here? What role is this? Could have been a member of the Secret Service, or someone knew about it. I don't know. Or maybe someone's investigating. Secret Service. Why are they here? All right. We're about to close it. You are fake as F. Okay? I don't know if they're telling me this, collective, or someone else, okay? All right, let's go. These are my confessions out here on this Golden 13, collective. This could have been someone who held a position of prestige. Maybe they made the call. Maybe this is the Emperor, collective. Maybe they made the call for this to happen to this young girl. Propulsion system in order to feed this space, okay? This advancement of space. These are my confessions. Trevor. Put it where it go, collective. Okay? I need to do some research. These are my speculations, collective, okay? But I need to do some research on exactly who this Golden 13 is or were, okay? And maybe these speak of connections. I don't know. All right. Which one was this for? Secret Service. Yeezy boots. Just like my Jesus card, collective, okay? All right, could be a good Secret Serviceman. Could be that one I picked up in the past, okay? That was high vibrational. Let's see. Secret Service. Devil. Get out of here. Devil with the dribble. It's Devil with the dribble. A Secret Service agent. And look, he might wear, or she might wear the Yeezys when they playing basketball. B-ball love in the reverse over here. Maybe they're not a Lyran, okay? I don't know. Let's see one more thing. Dibble with the dribble. What the hell are you doing here? Dibble, why you here? I don't know, collective. Let's see. Dibble with the dribble. What you here for? You a Secret Service person? That's a lot, Archangel Michael. I think I need them all. Fusion scientist is definitely something about space and mystical beings and Lyrans. I feel like this is all a part of this organized crime collective, okay? In order to secure star seeds. I feel like this has been going on for the whole time, collective. And we just have not been aware. Fusion scientist, a researcher who studies nuclear fusion. Maybe Dibble with the dribbles is, I don't know. Combining light atoms to release large amounts of energy. Let's see. Dibble, tell me. Look into my eyes and tell me what you see. But those Yeezy boots, similar colors. Show me. I feel like they're an energy person. Let's see. Truth and Clarity Collective. Something about those eyes. Maybe someone can make people look into their eyes and there's like a truth serum or something there, collective. Let's see. Interesting. Someone sees the truth. Someone knows the truth. Erica. Okay. Let's go. Show me. Percy. Let's go. Orbital insertion collective. There's a lot of space connotation here, okay? Orbital insertion, a maneuver used in space flight to adjust a craft's trajectory so it can enter a stable orbit. All right, so I feel like this speaks about possibly people being injected into this girl's life or something, or in her environment in order to alter her trajectory. Okay, here it says to become stable, right? But they altered the trajectory for something, okay? Did I get something on this? Show me this Golden 13 in the true crime. Marriage, wedding in the reverse. A marriage didn't happen, or someone didn't want a marriage to happen, okay? Occult collective, okay? All right, I feel like it's the same people that keep coming out here. These are the similar names, okay? Some of these people are innocent, some aren't, okay? But once this cult is identified and taken into custody, a lot of people are going to receive justice because of that, collective, because they've hurt a lot of people. A lot of people, collective. And a lot of people have just sat back and watched while others took part, okay? Show me this Truth and Clarity in the true crime. I feel like they're saying that her life was taken because of these secret space cults, collective. Regret. They're in regret. Someone is. I feel like someone's confessing, or they want to. Surveillance. They've been watching. They always watch their targets, okay? Show me Dibble. Show me Dibble in these true crimes. All right. Bottom of the deck we have, oh my goodness. Okay. I don't know if someone's and regret for what they may have taken part in, collective. All right, show me. Debt. Someone was in debt. Something about this name, Dibble, collective. Hopefully they weren't a part of this, okay? And we have angulation here. This could be something about the way she passed, collective. They didn't say that, but it looks like there was a major struggle, okay? I don't know. Maybe she knew this person. Or someone who knew this person. Maybe it was something about a wedding that they didn't want to happen. So they interfered. They injected people into her life, into her environment, in order to alter her course, okay? Steer her away from some sort of marriage, maybe, okay? And it says, because they put death on your child, they've sacrificed their own instead. Maybe it's somebody that her family knew, collective, parents or something. And they did it to her child as a get back or something, revenge. Who's this person that put, could be out here, collective, that put death on someone's child? We're about to close it. Two of them. What's that? Make one move and everybody drops. Someone who is skilled with weapons, collective. Military or something. Show me. Dreams of a passing. I feel like this is why this person's making a confession. I feel like they know that their time is limited, okay? If they're part of this cult, okay, this could be their sex cult. But I feel like someone wants to confess to what they've done. They could be a part of this, or a child of someone who's a part, that was a part of this. I feel like it speaks about military, could speak about Marines, many different factions of the government, okay? As it relates to these secret projects and underground projects that are going on up there in the Arctic and in especially Antarctica, okay, or however you say it. All right, but I believe this could have been the possible way, collective. I don't know. Maybe something to do with angulation, okay? All right, one more. Tunnel. Underground. Research, I feel. Okay? One more. And they like this, collective. Dismemberment. All right, let's go. All right, so I feel like this is valid. I feel like she struggled, okay? I feel like maybe it was someone she met on social media. Maybe they sent someone to her on social media, okay, in order to trap her and take her life, okay? Question number 2. What hindered the truth from coming out about this case? Or whom? Okay, let's see. Canceled in the reverse. They crossed the line. Now they're being called out and torn down. A fall from grace hits harder when it's public. Someone hid what they knew about someone that was involved, okay? So they weren't canceled when they should have been, okay? So they prevented someone from falling from grace, which means to me that they had a position of some sort of authority, okay, or honor, let's say, okay? And someone prevented them from coming in, from being exposed, okay? But whoever this person is, I feel like they're very toxic with this devil, okay? Very toxic. Let's go. What or whom prevented the truth from coming out about this case in the past? Test results. Okay, definitely something about love. Could be maybe she was pregnant, okay, or something. Maybe they purposely sent someone in to get her pregnant, right? So that they could take the child and use it for research or something, collective, okay? And then they get rid of people, something like that, collective. Test results. The guesswork is over. An answer is coming that will clarify everything or complicate it even more. So I feel like it needed to be hidden. What happened and whom it was, because they were in a position of authority, some sort of honor, someone that people looked up to. And therefore this was highly inappropriate. And they had to hide it. That's why they never considered anything else other than suicide collective. Who is this person that was about to be canceled? It could be Obity collective. Who's this person? Give me another view of this person that didn't want to be canceled. They were in debt. New pleasant experiences await, okay? They needed this. Let's go. They needed a new beginning. Maji got the tea, though. Shout out to Maji got the tea. All right? Bottom of the deck. You are fake as F, okay? Let's see. Let me pause for a second, collective. All right, collective. I paused at 35, I think 34. All right, but real quick, while I was paused, I looked up that Golden 13, and that has to do with the Navy, okay? I kept saying Marine. Maybe that's important, or maybe they both go hand in hand, okay? But it was 16 of them who went into the Navy, okay? And then the other part that I found interesting, what does it say? It says the Golden 13 were the first African American officers in the U.S. Navy, commissioned in 1944 though all 16 black candidates passed an accelerated 8-week training program in the Great Lakes Naval Training Station in Illinois. The Navy commissioned only 13. Okay, so they only took 13 out of the 16, as well as it said they had an 8-week training program. That's significant. She passed after 8 weeks after being deployed, okay? I feel like this is very significant. Also, one other thing. I tried to search for a dibble in the Secret Service, okay? No, there is none. I didn't see anything that came up, okay? But what I did get, which is interesting, because in past readings in the past, when that name Barbara would come out sometime, I would get like Hannah Barbara. I've said it, okay? I don't know if you recall, okay? But I have said it. But what I see under that search, it says, it is likely you're thinking of the iconic cartoon character, Officer Charles Dibble. From 1961, Hanna-Barbera animated series Top Cat. Rather than a real-life federal officer, he is the long-suffering, rule-abiding beat cop who constantly tries and usually fails to evict Top Cat and his gang from their alley in Manhattan, okay? It's something to a collective. And let's see what else they say. While there is no prominent public Secret Service agent named Dibble, you may be thinking of someone similar or a piece of pop culture. Something with the Officer Charles Dibble collective, a cartoon character. Iconic cartoon, okay? All right, so maybe I'll do some further research and see who actually that character may have represented, okay? Or the voice of it or something, okay? But there's something significant here. There's a lot of interesting stuff here. Maybe this speaks about different cult members collective. Maybe I'm too hard on Dibble with the Dribble collective, okay? Maybe they are like a figure, a officer-like type, I don't know, that tries to do things to, I don't know, collective. Or maybe they're criminal, okay? Maybe it'll be safer to just say they're criminal. I don't know, collective. Put the names where they go, okay? But there's something very interesting going on here with many of these readings, okay? All right, let's go. So what is this tea? Show me Maji got the tea. What is the tea? Someone had to be protected, I feel, okay? And there's something about a pregnancy. Cover-up collective, okay? It keeps coming out. Cult, organized crime, cover-up, okay? Especially with that fire. When you see that fire card come up, you know it's a cover-up. I feel like someone may have been pregnant or maybe the young girl was pregnant. Maybe someone got her pregnant. And they were already married or in a relationship. Cover-up. Or something. Missing collective. All right. Maybe she was missing prior to. Maybe she's missing now, collective, okay? Show me who's this missing. I don't know why I'm pulling from this deck. I should be pulling from the other. Let's get that. Cover up once again, okay? Collective, this reading's all over the place. My energy's been all over the place for the past few days, okay? And I'm just struggling to reintegrate myself, okay? Perversion. It's the same old collective. All right, let's get something from this deck. We're about to move on and close it. Maji got the tea. What is this? Shout out to Maji got the tea. Bottom of the deck, we have curated image. Every post is polished. Every angle calculated. Don't get distracted by the highlight reel, okay? Pulling strings. Somebody pulling strings, collective. It's not what you know, it's who you can control. Someone is orchestrating the situation to make sure they stay on top. And this is why the truth didn't come out, collective. This is why cancel is in the reverse, okay? Because they didn't want to fall from grace, collective, okay? All right, and there's an element of perversion here, okay? Because I feel like there's all this secret surveillance going on. Show me this. These test results. What is this test? Looks like a pregnancy test to me, collective. Fell out there on pulling strings. Invite only. Maybe she was invited to one of those parties, okay? While in the military. Show me. Or this, something like it, collective. Test results. Status symbol. Someone's chasing symbols instead of substance and wondering why it still feels empty. Okay? Because they're empty. Show me. Test results. Misunderstood. The real version never made it past the rumors. Now they're stuck defending what they never said. Okay, I feel like there's still some heat that's coming on for the people that were a part of this young girl's passing as well. Because they're a part of so many crimes, collective. And so many people that are missing and passing, I feel, okay? Or had passed, okay? Or lives have been taken. Test results. Court date. The courtroom might be the stage, but the real drama started late or started long before the documents were filed. So this has been going on for a long time. And this could have also been some sort of revenge to get back at this child's parents or someone in her family, okay, by hurting her. With that other card back here. Because they put death on your child, they sacrifice their own. And look at this. We have a test here, collective. I don't know. Maybe she was pregnant and they didn't want her to have the child. Okay, something. And they put death on her and the child. And now something's affecting their own children, collective. It could be. All right, but someone's definitely fake. Could have been a fake friend in her life. Etc. All right, what do you want to say about these test results? So this, whatever, to close it up, as to why this didn't come out. Love is the way. All right, I feel like there was something about love. And maybe someone was a hoe, collective, and someone didn't like it. Infinite. Love is infinite, collective. Love is the way. I feel like they're saying this is it. This is the only way. Okay, if you want to be successful, then tap into love, okay? It's like an infinite supply of it. All right, so love is the way. I feel like as well that love is going to bring out the truth, okay? And love is going to prosecute these people that keep hurting people, these mystical beings. I'm getting a lot of jealousy and arrogance and envy and just toxic behavior. A lot of people are a part of this cult, collective, okay? We're almost done. Question number 3. Who is responsible for her passing? This fridge. When I was pulling on this deck, I definitely saw this fridge, collective. I'm getting that weird guy in this card, okay, in this deck. As well as I'm getting people who eat people, collective, okay? That's what I'm getting. Show me. Hospital. Interesting, because when I saw that first card, Providence, Rhode Island, it makes me think about the hospital I was born at, collective, supposedly. Providence. This is my speculation. I wanted to say that earlier on, but I said no. Hospital. Something about that, collective. This could be a hospital that needs organs, bottom feeders, possibly in Rhode Island or Providence, Rhode Island, collective. Okay? Show me this hospital. Some secret. And look, collector, look at this. I'm telling you, something to it. We got 9 and 6. 9, 6. It's a very important theme. Star seeds as well as twin flame activation. Okay? It doesn't have to be with another person, but it can be. But within self, when you balance that light and that dark energy, you're able to create something. It ignites something within, okay? And I feel like that is when those super sand powers come online, collective. They know what's going on, okay? All right, we're about to close it. Show me this fridge. What's in here? And that's the lower self with that, the darker side with that fridge. And above with the 9, the hospital is there, right? So you think in the hospital, this is a good thing, right? But this is the dark side of it. There, I'm getting something with organs, collective. Hammer, I knew this was coming. I feel like this is an element, a torture element, collective. And the wall. This came out when I was looking at this for her. The wall. It's something about this wall. I don't know. Maybe it's behind a wall. And we have the number 33. A wall, like a wall to block the truth from coming out. There's something about a wall. Maybe with 2, with this hammer, we're going to break down this wall. What's behind this wall? I feel like there's torture going on in the Floorboards Collective and dog tags. They're hurting people, I feel. And they're hiding what they're doing. I get telltale heart with this floorboard, okay? And I'm getting like bludgeoning people to death, collective. And there's an element with babies. Maybe there's something about women when they go in the hospital as well to have their babies. All right, let's close it because this energy is just too heavy for me, okay? And it's not as together as I would like, but it's just too heavy. All right. Any final messages for who was responsible? I'm getting the hospital, collective. Something with organized crime. Population genetics, collective. This is so much bigger than we think, okay? In the reverse, Sylvester the cat. I'm getting that gray-headed man in this deck. And the military is very important. Dog tags, collective. Who's the Sylvester the cat? Operating table. Could be a medical doctor. Bathtub. Kitchen. Yeah, that's what I was getting with this card, this kitchen. I get that weird person that comes out in this deck, collected with that gray hair. Bottle, babies. Definitely something about babies. I feel like this also speaks of tracking people since they were younger. Okay, and there's something to do with population, DNA manipulation, space travel, building propulsion systems, all that, collective, okay? Having fun, okay? Getting kinky and social media. It's just all disgusting. And I feel like there are people that are involved that hold positions of honor where people look up to them at least, okay? And they're not worthy. They're really bottom feeders, collective, okay? All right, let's close it. Last question. Lavena, what messages do you have for your loved ones? Cochrane in the reverse. Okay, maybe she's implicating someone. Okay, Or maybe this is a key person in her passing, okay? I don't know. It's in the reverse, collective. Show me. Broken down to the LCD, lowest common denominator. Broken, collective. I don't like that either. It was just so hard channeling her energy. It knocked me down, collective, for most of the day, okay? Show me. I told you you would F up your life playing with me. Maybe someone's being questioned in secret. Show me. Liar. Show me. Volcanic eruption. So it looks like she wants to say something to someone. Looks like it's Cochrane, collective. Maybe saying someone's a liar. Doesn't have to be this person, but someone's a liar. And maybe someone was warned that they should have left you alone or her alone, collective. Either way, someone is... Show me broken down in to the LCD. Mercury retrograde almost over, collective. I gotta clear up my brain fog. It's been heavy. Fusion scientists. It's definitely about these secret space programs and military and the Navy and governmental agencies, collective, or people that are part of it. So this is like a government cult, okay? Certain people in government who formed a cult, collective. A researcher who studies nuclear fission, combining light atoms to release large amounts of energy. Bottom of the deck, LCD. Today's your day. I feel like someone's going to get it today, collective. Whether they're able to connect these people or whomever to her passing or not, I feel like there are guilty parties within this cult that are responsible for her passing. And that is the way she too will get justice, okay, as they are brought in. Rounded up, collective. Something about a volcanic eruption. Maybe this is going to be a sign. I feel like she's going to blow a volcano or something, collective, because all of the anger and rage that I felt yesterday, and the pain and grief as it relates to this young girl's passing, collective. It was just too much. It was too much. And I couldn't express it, collective. All I could do was breathe. To the point where it was like my breath was being taken. Because a lot of times when you're going through grief, it affects the lungs tremendously, okay? All right. Let's read these off after these, okay? What is this? Squalls. This could be someone's name. Exoplanet T-Road JR47. That 47 is important as well. Maybe it speaks of winds coming into this exoplanet, like spiritual protection in terms of spiritual destruction. I don't know. Let's see. Or maybe this speaks, let's see, collective. Squalls or collective. I don't know. I feel like they're saying that, I don't know what this planet represents. Could be the planet we're on, but it could be a different one, okay? But I feel like they're talking about winds are coming in, like sudden, sharp increases of winds. And it's going to contaminate the food, collective. Food and water. Contaminate it with E. coli. Okay? I don't know. Show me squalls in curiosity. Judgment, collective. Hidden agenda. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. Squalls. Could be a name. Ex-drama. Could be a name, collective. Making peace. After all the drama and side eyes, someone's ready to drop the aggression. The energy is shifting from war zone to neutral ground. Maybe someone wants to call a truce, collective. Maybe it's just getting too hot in this cult, okay, or surrounding this cult. X drama. The past didn't stay in the past. An old flame is reigniting chaos, stirring up drama, or still has emotional pain. Maybe someone was in a relationship or dating this young lady, okay, in the military, and maybe someone didn't like it, okay? That's a part of a cult. Or they consulted with their cult buddies, and they're like, hey, I know a mystical being for you. They're in the military. I feel like there was some sort of ritualistic importance surrounding this 8 weeks, okay? Her being taken 8 weeks, her life being taken 8 weeks after going to that location. And this 8-week training here, there's some sort of combination here, combo, okay? I'm also getting black on black crime strongly. All right, let's go. We're about to close it. I can't believe I've been here all this time, collective. But this is important, okay? Hopefully something important came out. If nothing else, I don't know if the family will get it. If nothing else, for them to just know that people still care about her passing and what happened to her, okay? Lyrans, Lyra constellation, ethereal beings, element of fire, said to be the oldest souls in the galaxy. Highly intelligent, highly evolved. B-ball lover in the reverse, right? There was something else about basketball over here, collective. I can't remember. There are different connections out here, okay? All right, show me. I like this Iga, but I don't trust this Iga. So somebody didn't like someone, collective. Something about basketball. Maybe they played basketball together. Something about basketball. Or maybe someone enjoyed playing basketball. And maybe someone liked this girl and she didn't like him. Maybe she rejected this person. This emperor type person, collective. Or somebody set it up. I'm getting someone who was jealous and enraged, possibly. Like for revenge. And maybe it wasn't the girl that didn't like someone. Maybe it was someone in the family who rejected someone. My stomach just growled, okay? And they wanted to get back at them by way of their children. They put death on a child, okay? But I feel like this is falling on their own children now and in their own lives. I feel like this is what's happening. Maybe someone rejected someone in the past. Show me. I'm getting a narcissist. They got a death wish, and the Most High is going to honor it. I feel like whomever this person is that has sacrificed someone else's child, okay? She was someone's child. We're almost done, and we'll read these. The Alaskan Triangle. Demonstration of might. Someone who, this could be the cult, collective, that cult, that are a part of this triangle people, underground people. And I'm sure they probably feel like they're the baddest ones on the planet, collective. Because they've got the most connections. They probably have the most hidden knowledge of what's been going on, and they have the most access in terms of access to vehicles, space vehicles, collective, okay? Maybe you rang, maybe they did a demonstration in the woods over there, collective, with a fake alien invasion, abduction with her, okay? I don't know. Alaskan Triangle. Get the hell out of here, collective. It's definitely, I feel like this is what they're saying about, this is the particular cult that is involved with her passing, as well as many others. But in this case, this is one particular cult, okay? I feel like with this organized crime, several cults come together and they work together, okay, in order to cause and wreak havoc on the planet and in people's lives, okay, and to steal, all right? But it's definitely this cult. And this is my speculation. The Alaskan Triangle, okay? Maybe someone was rejected. And they're like, okay, who you think you are? I'm somebody. I'm an emperor, okay? And maybe at that time they still had balls, collective, okay? And they're like, they're going to demonstrate. They're going to show them who they are and how they get down, collective. All right? But it says Travis E. Watkins, awarded Medal of Honor. I said medical, okay? And this is definitely associated with, I think it's the Antarctic, collective. I think they have a sign up there with this person's name on it, collective, where they're awarding the Medal of Honor, okay? And this name Watkins is extremely important, okay? All right, we're almost done. The question is, are there any just people left out there in enforcement, collective, that will come and lock these people up? If not, don't worry about it, collective. You're going to get that street justice, I'm telling you, by way of nature. All right, let's go. You are fake as F. Someone or someone's. Show me. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This is how they're going to get that justice, collective, with the sun. I'm getting like blood turning into like, what do you call that stuff? That, my mom used to eat that stuff. That crazy looking sour cream. It's not clam. No, it's like curded up milk. Ah, man, I can't remember what this stuff is called. It wasn't sour cream, no, and it wasn't cream cheese. It's like a mix between the two. Maybe it'll come back to me later. All right, collective, let's close it out. Mystery card 1 would give us insight as to how to close this case. Look at that, collective. This is crazy. Okay, it's the first time I've seen that one. The transparent truth. Strive for transparency in actions and communications. Ensure that your intentions and motives are clear to others. Openness fosters trust and avoids misunderstandings. So they say be honest, be transparent. I don't know why this is here like that, okay, with transparency. I guess they've taken the ammunition out of the holster. So I guess you're saying, put I don't know, let's go. The case of integrity. I feel like they're talking about people within law, collective, law enforcement, legislation, I don't know, any aspect of law. They're saying that there needs to be integrity because there are a lot of people that are involved that are in positions of high honor out here, collective, okay? And it's just shameful, and it's not going to continue. The sun's going to blow. If you don't want the sun to blow, do your job. I know it's hard for those who really want to do their job because there's so many corrupt people around here. I don't know. We all just have to figure out our way, how we can do our part, okay? And we all have to get stronger and remove the fear so that we can stand together strong and we can defeat these crazies on our planet, okay? All right, but I feel like this is saying it has something to do with enforcement with this here, okay? The transient truth as it relates to law enforcement and government and legislation and things. The case of integrity. Maintain integrity in all your dealings. Ensure that your actions are honest and transparent. Integrity fosters trust and credibility in both personal and professional relationships. This is what we lack on the planet today, and this is the problem, okay? All these people that know what's going on, not all of them, but the ones that are a part of it, they work hard to cover it up because they don't want people to know what they've done or how they're involved, okay? But it's all coming out. But this has to stop. All right, collective, like it if you like it.